Hey year 5, please come sit around me, sit on the floor in between the 4 markers on the floor. Come close, come close. Okay, so today we're doing batting and throwing. Where do we use batting and throwing? What sports? Yes, Johnny. Yes, we use batting and throwing in cricket. Tom, yes. Yes, in baseball. Can anyone tell me anywhere else? What other sports? Dan? Yep, T-ball, softball. Yeah, so we use them. We use batting and throwing. So that's our lesson today, is batting and throwing. Can anyone tell me any of the health and safety that we need to think about today in the lesson when using a bat and batting? Yep. Yes, we can't use the bat in a dangerous way or as a weapon. Yep. Yes, keep the bat on the ground when I'm talking. We don't want any equipment, so that's balls as well, or cones or anything, any sporting equipment. We want it on the ground when I'm talking and not in our hands. Anyone tell me anything else? What about when we're outside? What do we need when we're outside? Yep, we need a hat when we're outside because of the sun. It's going to be hot, it's going to be sunny, and that's pretty much it in terms of health and safety. So our rule for today, which is our learning intentions, is you guys will be able to develop some fundamental movement skills for batting and throwing throughout the different skills and activities that we will be doing in today's lesson. As well as the other learning intention is for you guys to demonstrate and show me good listening skills to me, as well as your fellow peers when getting feedback. Now for our WALT, which is our success criteria, I'll be able to see you guys demonstrating the throwing and batting fundamental movement skills throughout our activities and our game at the end. As well as the other success criteria is I will be able to see you guys taking on and listening to the feedback from myself, as well as your fellow peers. So let's get into the warm-up activity. Okay, so now for the warm-up activity. We'll be warming up, and this warm-up will be specifically based on our batting, not our throwing. So I'm going to split you up into groups of 5. So not now. When I say, I'll just explain the activity first, and then we'll get in our 5 groups. So we'll need 1 cricket bat per group, and I only have 2 balls, but you guys will need 4 balls each group. So what we'll be doing is, one person will have the bat, and they will have it between their legs like this, and the aim of the thrower, so the thrower will try and throw it between my legs, or roll it between my legs, and I will have to try and hit it by blocking it. So if they could just do that again, and I miss it, then I swap, and the next person will have the bat, and I'll now become a thrower, and I'll be throwing it, rolling it underarm, or throwing it underarm between their legs. The main rules for you guys that you need to follow are the batter cannot lift it in the air above here. So it's only in here. So that means also the throwers need to aim between the legs of the person, no higher than really the knees, to keep it safe and we don't hurt anyone. So the bat needs to remain on the ground, and when we're throwing, try and aim between the knees and between our legs. And remember, when I blow the whistle and I'm speaking, we put the bat and the balls on the ground and hands to ourselves, and then you're able to listen for the next instructions. So now to split up into our groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys sit together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you guys can sit together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys sit together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you guys can sit together. So, can we have Tim, John, Dan, and Tom? Can you come up and get the gear for your groups? Here you go. And you guys will now find a space anywhere on the oval, as long as it's a quarter. If you go out of the quarter, I'll just call you back in, and we don't want that. So find your own space in a quarter of the oval where I can still see you and you guys can still hear my next instructions. Okay, so let's get started. Everyone, bring your equipment in and stop playing and come bring your equipment back into me. Yep, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can everyone sit down in front of me in the square? Okay, so what did everyone think about that activity? Was it fun? Did we learn anything? Did we think that was a bit of batting and throwing, or more batting, more throwing? What did we think? Yep. Lucy? Oh, it was fun. I'm glad to hear it. Tom, what do you think? A bit of batting, yes. Why did we think it was a bit more batting than throwing? Had to move it around? Yep, okay, yeah. So we were looking at trying to manipulate the bat so then we can move it and deflect the ball off the bat and away from our legs. Come back, guys. Come sit in the 4 squares. Come into the square with the 4 cones in front of me. So how did you guys find the warm-up activity? Are you feeling nice and warm and loose and ready to do some fitness activities? Yes, that's great. Okay. So today's fitness activity is a shuttle run. Who knows what a shuttle run is? Yes, Lucy? It's not quite like that, but so a shuttle run, I'll explain, okay? So a shuttle run is we have 4 cones aligned, as you guys can see out on the field. So it's one there, one there, one there, and one here. And what we will be doing is the first person, so just watch me, I'll do a quick demonstration. So we all start here and we'll all line up along the line, and we make sure that we're an arm's distance away from each other so we don't knock into each other and so we don't fall and run into each other. So we want to be nice and safe, so arm's distance away from the next person. So we start, I'll blow the whistle, we run to the first cone, and then we turn back. And then once we get here, we don't stop, we keep running, we run as fast as we can to the next cone, and then we run back to the start, and then we run all the way to the end, to the 4th cone, and then back to the start again, and then we have done. So then we can have a rest, and we can wait and get back our breath, because we'll be nice and tired, and then we can do it again. So, does anyone know why we're doing the shuttle run when we're doing batting and throwing today? Yes, Tim? Yes, so when we're playing cricket, we have 2 wickets from one side to the other side. And as we bat, we want to run and get as many runs as possible. So when we bat it far, we want to run to the next one, and then that's 1 run, then back, and then that's 1 run, and we want to try and get as many runs as possible. And if we're able to be fit and have stamina and can run fast, then we'll be able to get as many runs as possible before the other team get the ball and throw it back. So what about another reason? Why else would we want to be fit when we're doing batting and throwing? Maybe in another game. Anyone? Anyone else? Okay, so that's all right. We'll get into it. So if you guys can all stand up and stand along the baseline for me, and I'll be ready with the whistle. Okay. So stand along, arms apart from each other, remember? Okay. Come back, guys. Come back over to me. Come back over. Well done. Good job, everyone. Great effort. Okay, sit down, get your breath. How's everyone feeling? Tired? Yeah, very tired. It was very fast, good fitness, building our stamina, building our speed for when we want to run at the wickets, and even when we're fielding and trying to collect the ball, we want to be as fast as we can to try and pick up that ball and throw it back to prevent the batter from getting more runs. So does anyone else know any other sports that we can use stamina and sprint speed? And we even use some agility. Anyone year fives? Yep. Yes, soccer. So soccer uses all of them, doesn't it? It uses sprinting, it uses stamina and agility. Anyone else that uses maybe all three? Any other sports? Yep. Yes, rugby. So yes, rugby uses all that sort of fitness, stamina, agility, sprinting. So well done. Now let's move on to our station cards. Okay.